But you know what? I think we've picked on a really good topic to do this interview about fracking.
Mm.
Simply because I think uh, the average person doesn't really know much about it. They hear about it, but they really don't know much about it at all.
Yep, the whole debate, whether you're for or against it, is very is not fully discussed, informed, educated, or anything.
No,
And I blame as much the people I interview in the energy industry as the people opposing.
yeah.
And the journalists are just as bad as well.
Oh, I'll tell you something that I've been wanting to see for a long time, and that is when they demolish something by blowing it up.
Oh, Didcot.
Yeah, well, I was so disappointed because when they did they did the first three. They did it in two. They're doing it in two lots. There's six of them. They did three at a time. When they did the first three, I couldn't watch it because I was on holiday.
So they're going.
I'm hoping to be able to watch the
So
next
I'll
one.
come with you, please. That'd be nice, and
Yeah.
we'll record it.
And of course, the thing is, the company that does the demolition, they don't want people there watching. As far as they're concerned, there are fewer people, so therefore they keep it under their hat about what time they're going to do it and all this kind of stuff. So it means people sort of congregate and just wait. Because and they do it in the early hours of the morning as well because they don't want a crowd of people. If they could get away with it, you wouldn't even know the date. They would suddenly just blow it up without anybody knowing when they do it. They are very, despite the fact that nobody can get very near it, they are still very sort of nervous about a lot of people being anywhere near, in case by chance some small brick gets hurled a huge distance or something.
Then this week we go to that truck brake thing. Should be interesting.
Say it again.
That truck brake thing. That's the camera you're going to take, is it?
Wait a minute, you know what I'll do? I'll just, because I don't bother to pull them in, but I'll put my hearing aids in, of course. That should be somewhat better now. And what was it you said?
So you're going to use that camera for tomorrow, isn't it? When the truck thing is.
Yes.
Nice. Good.
And I'll tell you something as well. Anybody looking at this setup will be immediately struck by the fact that things like the tripod, for instance, is a professional tripod. You know, it's got a spirit level, so you make it perfectly level, and when you set it, it's absolutely rock solid. I mean, I used to have a typical tripod that the average person has,
Yes, of course.
and you would set it on something, and just pressing the button to start it, that would move it, you know. Whereas this, it's absolutely, once you set that, it's absolutely set, and the thing is particularly tricky if you don't have a professional tripod, if you're zooming in, because then of course the slightest movement is magnified. But you can be zoomed in on something and the frame just stays spot on. You know, you can give it a bit of a knock like that. But if you did that, it would be miles away. And on the amateur type tripod, you're trying to put the camera pointing in the right direction, and then you tighten it up. the process of tightening it up, that also moves it a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the thing, one of the things you notice about a professional tripod, instead of a sort of ball and socket joint at the top, which it rotates all over the place, and it has a simple thing which screws in the bottom, this has a plate that slides on. So when you don't have a thing like that, it slides on this plate and then it locks. It's got a thing that locks it in position. And if you want to remove it, you just release the lock and you just whip it off. You don't have to unscrew it, go and nothing like this. You just click and pull it off just like that.
And is it light for you?
Is it light
Mm.
to carry?
Mm.
It's not. It's fairly substantial, but it's got a shoulder. It's got a shoulder bag. You know, like I said, you could like carrying a bag of golf clubs or something. So it's. I mean, it's compared to a normal tripod, but it's not unduly heavy. It's all right on your shoulder.
Excellent.
I mean, it'd be all right to take to this thing tomorrow.
No, I'm just asking you. That's good. Excellent.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting. And of course, I'll take it to the Bloodhound thing at Avonmouth. I've filmed there before, but
And that's this weekend, isn't it?
it's not quite as soon as that, I don't think, is it?
Sorry, I get it. I have to look at my diary
In
for
fact,
things.
I can tell you right now because I've got
What's
it
the
on
date
my,
exactly?
I've got it on my clipboard.
I'll have to go and look at my calendar to see.
I'll tell you the date. It is in fact the 11th of July,
Okay, so that's 2 weeks' time, roughly. Less than 2 weeks.
which is a Saturday.
Yep. So not this Saturday, but the next Saturday
Yeah.
after that.
And I would suggest we get a train to arrive in the early evening. We get there in the early evening. We check in at the hotel. There's a fish and chip shop within walking distance.
Yeah.
We stock up with fish and chips. And as I say, it's nice because you can take them back to the hotel. In the room, there's plates and cutlery and stuff like that.
So was it a bed and breakfast place or a hotel?
It's not a bed and breakfast place. They in fact they don't provide bed and breakfast.
No. Okay. So they're okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't provide bed and breakfast.
Okay.
And when we check in on Saturday evening, there won't be any way, there won't be a way in to the accommodation. There's just have a sort of bar up, and we check in at the bar. And the lady behind the bar sort of lets us through.
Okay. Good.
And there's nobody there on a Sunday morning. You just leave there's sort of a jug just to drop the keys in.
Okay. Good. So that's okay.
And there's
And will we take a taxi from there to?
yeah.
The
Well,
place?
it's all because I've been before. And it all works. This place works out ideal. First of all, it's very close to the station, right? Secondly, as I said, it's got this fish and chip shop close to it. Then in the morning, also close to it, there's an excellent place to have breakfast. So in the morning, we just take a short walk to this place where we have breakfast. We phone the taxi to come and pick us up where we have our breakfast. It's got one of these funny names like Hasty Tasty or something like that. When you phone the taxi people up, they say, "Oh yes, we know where that is."
And then we go home. Okay, well that'll be nice. That will be nice.
And they provide a nice buffet lunch, cold lunch, quite nice, quite really nice sandwiches.
Oh, and then we go there. Yeah, then we go to the thing, and then we have lunch, and then we come back to the hotel, pick up our gear, and
Well, we don't go back to the hotel. We don't bother. We leave the hotel in the morning, and then after we go direct to the station.
okay. All right.
So
So,
we
I'll
should- we
take a
just take
small
our
overnight
overnight-
bag. I'll take a small overnight bag then.
We don't just an overnight bag. And like us, I've never been anywhere ever before. Usually when you go in the bathroom, these little bottles of shampoo and goodness, lots of little bottles and little bits of soap and all this, even little things with a toothbrush and things like that. But the bathrooms are here. They have nothing. They have towels, plenty of towels, but that's all, just towels. I thought when I first went, the following morning I thought, oh, the person who did the room must have overlooked it. So I said, oh, you ought to realise that my room didn't have anything in the bathroom whatsoever. She said, oh, yes, we don't provide anything. I said, you know what, I've never been anywhere before in my life where that's the case before, ever. Have you? They always have all these little things, don't they? These little bottles and things.
No, I mean, the hotel I stayed a couple of weeks ago in France had everything.
Was it completely bare? Just nothing?
No, it had everything. Everything it had a dressing gown.
Yeah,
a
oh,
towel
there you
thing.
go. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, the place I've seen have a dressing gown, you have a pair of slippers. In fact, I brought the slippers. I brought back with me. Helen uses them. It was this place. It was what's it called? The poshest hotel in Japan, pretty well. When you put the TV on in the bathroom, there's other TV which simultaneously had the same program on, whichever you put on, and the bath. When you turned the bath on, it was like a waterfall. It filled up just like filling a wash basin. If you could fill the bath up while you stood there, it was incredible. It really gushed out in a torrent.
Well, that's nice. Really nice.
Yeah, but as I say, this place, but it's okay. It's you've got all your towels and it's got a nice shower and everything, and it's, as I say, it's a 2 minutes walk from the station.
Okay, that would be good. So I'll go for a super small bag to carry with me because I have this tendency of filling up bags.
You have a tendency what?
Of filling up bags.
Or do you take more than you need?
Yeah, so I solved that by getting different sized bags for different things. Then if I have a small one, then it's filled up to that, but it's less likely. I'm more likely to use it.
Can you tell me where I've put my coffee by any chance? I was about to have another sip, but it's not. It isn't.
It was there. There it is.
Oh.
It's there.
Yeah, like
That's
you said, like suggest we'll have a look at the that video with the
look at
look
that.
around the clock music.
I mean, another way of saying with instead of oil prices is demand for energy has gone up rather than all that was quite long number of words. Always growing.
Yeah.
As another justification because prices go up and down. That's another thing. And all I was saying that those who I wrote to you as an email, these are things that are in my head as it came out.
Yeah.
Which is good. Oh, so you got strawberries.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised they grow there. I mean, that hedge must take all the nutrient out of the soil. To grow strawberries right near a hedge like that is not a good idea.
Oh, and there as well. Yeah, it's growing well.
I quite like. I find very restful to have the noise of a fountain trickling.
So what's
And
happening?
I've got it. I've dismantled that because I think it's packed in, so I'll probably have to get another one. It's had some years, so it's done its.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
Yep. So there we are. And I've applied. I've got Yolanta look for some more jobs and.